If you're looking for a channel, keep it real and spitting facts. No need to look further. Gangsta Moji where it's at.
We keep it gangsta.
Everything I say, keep it real.
We keep it gangsta.
Everything I say, you can feel. If you looking for a channel, keep it real and spitting facts. No need to look further. Gangsta Moji where it's at.
We keep it gangsta.
Everything I say, we keep it real.
We keep it gangsta.
Everything I say, you can feel.
What's up, you guys? This is your girl, Miss Leda, and I am back with another video. But first and foremost, we got to do some housekeeping this go around. So this video is just basically going to be, like I said, channel updates. And we're going to talk about some things that are going to be changing, some things that may stay the same. But we definitely going to get into all of that. So I hope you guys are ready because your input is invaluable and I definitely need to know your thoughts. So first things first, let's talk about the brainstorming that we're going to do today. So we're going to talk about sponsorships and what sponsorships would actually mean to the channel. We're going to talk about changing the channel name and the reason why we're going to change the name. We're going to talk about changing the intro and the outro. And again, why we would need to change the intro and the outro, new logo. We're going to talk about removing the, removing the live stream shows and the reason why. And we're going to talk about what live streams we possibly want to keep or just alter the time frame on the live streams that we have. We're also going to be talking about the content that we're going to be putting out on this channel. And then last but not least, again, you guys' thoughts, because your thoughts are valuable to me. And I need to know which direction you guys would prefer us to move in. And so we're going to get into all of that. Okay, so the first thing we need to talk about is sponsorships and what they actually mean to the channel. Now, I know you guys are very used to Gangsta giving away prizes quite frequently, giving away money, doing the Christmas raffle, the Christmas 10th caller thing and various things like that. And I would love to continue doing things like that. However, the channel has to be making a substantial amount of money because I don't ever want to take money from my child or from my home to actually put into giveaways, because that's not fair to my child or to my family. So I still want to be able to give away things. However, I have to be smart and work strategically in regards to how I do giveaways. And I don't want to have to involve Glenn utilizing money because, again, we have kids that we got to take care of. And that's our first responsibility and priority. And so although we love to give back to you guys, some things is just, in my eyes, not feasible to do without at some point having to come to an end or hurting our pockets. So what I had thought about was sponsorships. Now we can do paid sponsorships on the channel, and we can also do product sponsorships. So with the paid sponsorships, you get paid to actually do wig reviews and various things like that. Now, I would be willing to take percentages from the money to give away to people. I could do, a multitude of things in regards to paid sponsorships. Because, again, it's money that's being made on the channel, and it's not taking away from the income that I already have set for my household. This is just something extra. It's a bonus. Now, the other thing that I could do is product sponsorships. Now, with product sponsorships, they send you items, you test them, you review them, you tell people how you feel about the products, and then you go from there. Now, that provides me with content. And not only does it provide me with content, but it provides me with free products that I can, in return, give to you guys if it's something that I do not want or that one of you guys actually want but I would still have to test the product, show how it works and everything else before I could give it away. But that would be one of the things and the reason why I would look for sponsorships. Now, in order to get said sponsorships, one of the things that I would have to do is to revamp the whole entire image of the channel. So what would that entail? The first thing it's going to entail is changing the channel name. I would have to come up with a name for the channel that, one, would attract people's attention, and two, still carry on with the image that I have set for myself, as well as my vision for the channel, and being able to give away various products to you guys and stuff like that. So I would have to come up with a new channel name. Now, the word gangsta is kind of hardcore, and so we definitely would have to soften it up. I absolutely did not want to change the name at all. I was wholeheartedly for the name Gangsta Moji, and Gangsta and someone else has spoken to me in regards to changing the name to maneuver in different avenues. And I was against it. But I finally have caved in and decided, if we're going to get the sponsorships and I'm going to be able to give away things to you guys, then I have to change the whole trajectory in regards to how I go with the channel. So that means I would have to come up with a different name and different images and stuff like that. Now, a name that Gangster had came up with was he wanted to use Leda. Everyone calls me and Glenn Leda, and so Gangster wanted to go ahead and use that. I'm not really a big fan on calling the channel Leda, and my thoughts was just to come up with the name Miss Leda and Glenn, but basically it's the reality of dating a younger man. So the reality of dating a younger man, Miss Leda and Glenn. So that was my thought. But I would love to know you guys' ideas in regards to what you think the channel should be called. Who knows? We may even do a cash prize if someone comes up with the best name for the channel that would speak or that would capture who I am as a person as well as Glenn. So if we change the channel name again, we'll have to change the banner. We'll have to change the logo as well as the intro and the outro. Now, this is just a banner that I came up with in regards to the title or the name that I thought may be effective for the channel. Again, I have to get with Gangster and Glenn and you guys before I do anything in regards to the actual banner or changing the name, because I want you guys' input, your family, and we want to make sure that you're pleased with the name as well as us. But this is one of the things that I had came up with, and I just got a couple of opinions in regards to if they actually liked this as a banner or would they do something differently. And I've gotten quite a few positive responses in regards to it. The next thing you'll see is the logo that I created, which is still up in the air. I really didn't spend a whole lot of time on creating a logo. I just put something together kind of quick, fast, and in a hurry, just so that way I can give you guys an idea. But we will be doing a photo shoot whenever I see Glenn, and then from there, I can change up the banner and maneuver it and make it how I would like to make it to fit us as a whole. When I say us as a whole, meaning me, Glenn, Gangsta, Miss Moji, and you guys. Because regardless, Gangsta will still be involved in this channel. He will never completely go away. But at the same point in time, I know that he has other ventures that he is trying to move on to, and I don't want to hold him hostage in regards to still being on YouTube, and that's not where his heart is. So I definitely have to start maneuvering as a person who owns a channel versus still trying to keep Gangsta in the loop and stepping the same way that Gangsta stepped, because we are two different people and our views and visions are completely different. We have a lot of things that we have in common and we have a lot of things that are different. So I have to do things that work best for me and that comes naturally to me. Now, in regards to me removing the live stream shows, okay, let's get into this. I know a lot of people thought, oh, she was annoyed and frustrated on Saturday and she just decided to remove everything. No, I definitely wasn't in my feelings or anything like that. My whole thing was, here it is. This is like the fourth week that I have tried everything that I possibly could to be able to DJ, and somehow it is still falling back on Gangster. And as I said previously, I don't want to hold him hostage to something, and I know that's not where his heart is anymore, and that he wanted to move on from being a part of YouTube. So unfortunately, I have to remove certain things because it involved him being the Spitbox as well as the Saturday morning slow jam sessions. Now, the Spitbox, yes, I absolutely love doing the Spitbox with him. I mean, that was just something that we normally do on a daily basis. We talk smack to each other on a regular basis. And so that was something that I just felt like, okay, well, let's bring in topics and make it controversial. Would I miss it? Yes, I'm definitely going to miss the Spitbox. I did not want to give up the Spitbox or the Saturday morning slow jam sessions, but I have to be reasonable because, again, it's holding him hostage to something that he doesn't want to do, and I don't want to do that. You know, if I wanted to do or move into a different area or arena, then I wouldn't want him to hold me hostage or hold me accountable for something that I said previously, knowing I only did it under duress. So that is why I had to remove the Spitbox as well as the Saturday morning slow jam sessions. Now, if I ever get the speakers to work properly and it is clear, then we will revisit that idea of doing the Saturday morning slow jam sessions, because music feeds the soul. And I feel like that it just gave us all a chance to have that feel good music, to shoot the shit and decompress from the week that we had. And so I definitely want to try to do it again. However, I just have to get everything to work the way that it should. Now, let me be very honest. Even if I do get the speakers to working and everything is on track, the likelihood of us being on there for 4 hours is very slim to none. We may do 1 or 2 hours, but again, I just feel like something is better than nothing, because again, it's just our time to decompress as a group and to talk with one another, interact, laugh, and everything else. So I don't want to remove the Saturday morning slow jam session, but I have to get the right equipment so that way I don't have to continue to involve Gangster, which is why at this point everything is canceled, and we're going to revisit all of these items at a later date and time to see if possibly we can restart them up. The men's chat, we really just don't have any men. So it made it extremely difficult when it shouldn't have been. Because we didn't have any men, we actually shouldn't have started a men's chat. But trying to take on another avenue, because we had some of the men request the men's chat, we went ahead and ventured off into that. But however, Glenn works a great deal, and so that took away from his time to sleep, his time with me, and a couple of other things, you know. And so I didn't want to put added pressure onto him. And I know that he's working these long, tumultuous hours. So in order to be fair to him, if we're going to remove the Spitbox and the slow jam session, we might as well remove the men's chat as well, because again, it's holding him hostage in regards to how he would present his day on a Tuesday. So unfortunately, right now we would have to cancel that. And again, we don't have that very many men. We have D, sometimes Jay Breezy, we have Simi, and then we have Kyron and Dan. So that is all the men that we have. And Simi doesn't come online. Dan has been absent for a while. D works a lot. Jay normally asleep. And Kyron, um, I don't know how consistent Kyron would even be. But now, what I am willing to offer is we can still do the women's chat and talk about controversial topics, because I have spoken with Miss Leslie and she just wanted to reassure me that she wasn't going anywhere and that she actually liked doing the show and that it was helping. And I love to do the lives for you guys because it's our time to interact with one another. And I like to see y'all's comments and y'all's thoughts. And I just love to interact with you guys. However, like I say, this would probably be the only live show that we would have besides our Monday morning prayer. So let me know you guys' thoughts about that. As me and Glenn have stated previously, we are starting a business together. And so we have to dedicate some time to the business as well. So again, either way it went, we would have had to cut back on some of the shows because it is an obligation. And once we start an obligation, we don't want to quit it. But at this point, with us starting, venturing off into business deals and looking for sponsorships and stuff like that, it was definitely going to take away from the channel. So rather than hurt the channel later on after more and more people have gotten attached to different shows and stuff like that, it was better for us to go ahead and to cancel some of the things now, instead of letting it become popular and having to remove it for long periods of time or not being able to dedicate enough time to it to let it reach the full potential that it possibly could have had. So again, I am still willing to do the girls chat on Thursdays. And at some point, hopefully, we may do an hour or two of the Soul Jam sessions on Saturdays. But unfortunately, we won't be able to do the Spitbox because that requires gangster. And we won't be able to do the men's chat because we need more men. And we won't be able to do the Saturday morning slow jam sessions if I have to involve gangster. So we need to remove him and cut ties so that way, again, I'm not hindering him from doing whatever he wants to do for the future for him and his family. Now, that is not going to change our friendship, the dynamics, or anything like that. I still will be talking to him every day. And who knows, I may come up with something like Leda and Gangsta's rants because we do a lot of ranting first thing in the morning. So maybe that'll be something that I do, but it won't be live. It'll be something that's recorded, and anything that we say bad to each other that I can cut and take out because y'all will be looking at us crazy if you actually heard half of the stuff that we say to one another, because y'all don't really know all the things that we say to each other. We can be pretty mean to one another. But again, that's the dynamics of our relationship, and we have a good time and we laugh about the things that we say. So that may possibly be something that we do. Again, I'm just looking for ideas in regards to at least still being able to keep you guys in the loop with Gangsta Moji and what he has decided to do for future endeavors without holding him hostage or making him feel like he's obligated to do something. We talk every morning. We talk all throughout the day. And so to record some of our conversations, I don't see where that would be me holding him hostage, because regardless, we're still going to talk smack to one another, and we're still going to have conversations with each other. And it just might be something that you guys be interested in, to hear how we actually talk behind the scenes, because we are some characters and you guys just really don't know the half of how much we cut up. So it will be something that I have to get with him on and talk to him about. Hopefully, he will be in agreement to it. And again, it would be something that I would make a daily video of, and then just post it. At least a good 8 or 10 minutes worth of our rants, because we talk forever. And then when we get Glenn on the phone, it goes to a whole nother level. So I don't want y'all to see that part, but who knows? I may involve him one day and let y'all hear how crazy we all talk to each other. But we're family. We can get away with it. Anyone else was to do it, it'd be a problem. So the next thing you guys are going to hear is the actual new intro to the girl chat and the actual video that would be played every single week at the very beginning of the show. And I would love you guys' thoughts on it in regards to if you like it, if you don't like it, or what would you change, or what would you do differently.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, come on in here and talk to me. Sit on down and relax your body.
Come in and let's sip this tea. Girl, come talk to me. Come on in.
Girl, I'm going to tell you about the hectic week and how God keeps blessing me.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you. No matter what you're going through, let's chat. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Girl, you know I'm here for you. Let's chat.
So now in regards to content, the content will basically stay the same. It will be some changes, but not major changes. Like I say, the only thing that really would have to be changed is the live streams. Because again, Gangster doesn't want to be on YouTube, and I don't want to hold him hostage to something that he doesn't want to do. Now, we did have an agreement that he was going to stay on and do the Spitbox, and as well as the Saturday morning slow jam sessions. But again, I don't want him to have any type of resentment towards me for holding him accountable for an agreement that we came up with when I know his heart wasn't in it. That he has other avenues on his mind at this time, and YouTube isn't it. And so I have to respect that, and I have to honor the fact that he has a wife and a family, and they want to move differently than what they have been in regards to YouTube. And again, it's an obligation and it's a commitment. And so if his heart is not in it, then it will be a reflection in regards to the show. So I don't want him to get to the point where he felt any type of resentment towards me because of the fact that I'm holding him hostage to something that he said only to make me do other things in regards to the channel. So I hope you guys understand in regards to that. Now, some things that I was thinking that we could possibly add as far as content is, when Glenn is actually here, I would love to do like restaurant reviews. And the reason why I say that is because it will allow you guys to watch our journey as we are dating. And also allow you guys a little insight in regards to our food choices and things that we eat, what we eat alike and what we don't eat alike. It will also, again, allow you guys to see how we maneuver together without giving away too much information in regards to our relationship, because we value our privacy when it comes to our relationship. So we don't want to ever take that for granted and not keep our relationship private like how we want to. So that is one of the things that we have to talk about and see if we could possibly explore that avenue. But again, it would be us going on dates, you guys getting a chance to see how we dress, the foods that we eat, hearing some of our conversation. Again, privacy is key in our relationship, and we're only going to allow you to know the things that we feel is necessary for you to know, and not everything is necessary. Other things that we would probably be doing more of is pranks on one another. Um, if you guys know me and Glenn, or me, Glenn, Gangsta, and Miss Moji, we love to prank each other. And so we try to be creative and not hurtful or harmful in regards to how we maneuver with things. And so that would be something that we actually would look forward to doing, is doing pranks for the laughter and to show that we have a silly side and that we like to have fun, but not being harmful or malicious when doing pranks. Another thing that we would like to do is, play games like the lie detector test, because you never know how that machine is going to respond. And you have to be able to explain yourself, because I want an explanation. Why this machine telling me this, even though it's a game? It's for entertainment purposes only, to make you guys laugh. Another thing that we would continue doing is probably doing a once a month Q&A, so that way we can again, update you with our journey as we're dating, because unfortunately in society it's acceptable for a man to date a younger woman, but it's frowned upon for a older woman to date a younger man without getting categorized as a cougar. So we want to break some stereotypes and set some trends in regards to our relationship and taking it to another level. So that is one thing that we definitely want to do. Another thing that we probably would try to increase more of is cooking videos. Glenn loves to cook, and he's a country boy, and so he likes for everything to be from scratch. Me, on the other hand, baby, I don't mind opening up a package of seasoning to add into my chili versus having to eye everything and measure it out in regards to my seasonings. Yeah, no. I like to cut steps. And that's just me. I don't have time to eye everything or make sure I have all these various seasonings when I can just go to the store and buy, say, a pack of chili seasoning, versus having to sprinkle in this and sprinkle in that and sprinkle this. Yeah, no. I can just go ahead and buy my chili packet, and then if I wanted to add some extra stuff to give it a little bit more flavor, then I can. Glenn, on the other hand, does not like when I do that, and he wants everything from scratch. So it would be extremely interesting to see us cooking together, because there's no way that we're going to be able to cook in a kitchen together without arguing and fighting in regards to what we utilize for our seasonings or for our cooking methods and stuff like that. So I would love to show you guys that avenue of us. But again, these are just ideas that I'm throwing out there to you guys, trying to see if it's something you would be interested in. And then if it is, then I can definitely present it to Glenn and Gangsta, and we can maneuver from there. Another thing, like I say, would be product reviews. I've done some product reviews in regards to things that I've tasted, and we would just have more product reviews, because the products would be something that I could then in return give to you guys, because some of these sponsorships do give you like gift cards and things like that, and I could possibly be able to purchase items to give away for the channel. So the product reviews would definitely be something that I would try to do more of, so that way I can give to you guys. Now, the next thing that we're looking at right now is an actual brainstorm that I came up with in regards to the things pertaining to the channel. Like I say, it's no real changes other than the live streams will be eliminated, other than the girl chat. Hopefully, at some point in time, we'll be able to bring back the Saturday morning slow jam session, but again, it would not be for 4 hours because that monopolizes a lot of our time. And we have kids that we got to attend to, and we have other obligations. So we don't want to put added pressure to ourselves. And we know that we have responsibilities outside of YouTube. So at this point, I would love to know you guys' thoughts and comments. So please leave them down below. They are valuable to me. And I want to make sure that I include you guys in this brainstorming process. If you say nothing and then you complain about it later, remember I've given you the opportunity to speak your mind in regards to the channel and how you would like to see the channel handled. If you feel like, man, forget the sponsorships and everything else, leave the channel as it is, then tell me that. If you feel like, hey, let's go for the sponsorships and do some other things, and you want to help me in regards to getting sponsorships, let me know. Whatever you guys want, let me know. I can only maneuver through you guys talking to me and engaging with me and making sure that I'm doing things that you guys like. So I do want your input. Please leave your comments down below and let me know your thoughts and your feelings. And until next time, I'm your girl, Miss Leda, and I'm out this thing. Peace.
Another day, another story. Keep it gangsta with Gangsta Moji.
Keep it gangsta.
Another day, another story. Keep it gangsta.